Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice brings the Deetz family back to Winter River for a long-awaited sequel to Tim Burton's 1988 cult classic. With Michael Keaton reprising his iconic role, the film bridges decades of anticipation and adds new layers to the quirky afterlife universe. But while the sequel dives into fresh storylines and characters, it may have overlooked or muddled one potentially critical detail that originally linked Beetlejuice's backstory to a mysterious wedding ring. Set 36 years after the original film, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice ambitiously tackles long-standing fan questions. Notably, Beetlejuice's origins. While the movie offers some clarity on his past, it also raises a new set of mysteries, especially surrounding the new characters introduced in the sequel. One of the standout additions is Delores, Beetlejuice's former wife, played by Monica Bellucci. Although her screen time is limited, Delores makes a strong impression as the sequel's primary antagonist. Her motive? Vengeance. She returns from the afterlife to take revenge on Beetlejuice for killing her on their wedding night, though she had poisoned him first. Her resurrection scene is visually striking and classic Burton, full of dark whimsy and oddity. But the scene also brings up a curious inconsistency when compared to a memorable moment from the original film. In the first Beetlejuice, there's a darkly comedic scene where Beetlejuice proposes to Lydia Deetz. He pulls a ring off a severed finger he's been carrying in his pocket, a grotesque touch that hinted at a violent past. At the time, it was unclear who the finger belonged to. Beetlejuice even quipped, "If I ever did it, I was gonna do it once," suggesting Lydia would be his first and only bride. But now, with the sequel confirming he was previously married, this raises a continuity question. Still, the surreal nature of Burton's afterlife world allows room for such oddities. Body parts seem to move of their own volition, and magical elements abound. It's not entirely implausible that the finger, after Beetlejuice discarded it following Lydia's near wedding, found its way back to Delores in time for her resurrection. In fact, this seems to be the implication, especially as the film lingers on the finger as the final piece of her reassembly. From a narrative standpoint, it makes sense that the finger belonged to Delores. Its presence ties into her revenge arc and helps reinforce the idea that she and Beetlejuice shared a dark, unresolved history. That the finger reappears and reconnects with her suggests a deliberate nod to the original film, one made for attentive fans. Ultimately, while this continuity detail may be ambiguous, it seems likely that Burton intended it as a subtle reference rather than a plot hole. His attention to the bizarre, along with his appreciation for visual symbolism, suggests that Dolores' finger was meant to quietly echo the past, closing a circle that began decades ago.